Right, I was thinking of taking a lot of these recent videos about soul eating down, and but there's one of them, right? What's it called? Murder God, then have a party. And in that video, I defy people to tell me why I shouldn't, why God's not a vampire. You know, because if there's an all-powerful God, right, and He creates something, and He tries to hang on to His power, then you know, it, he becomes a vampire. You know, we technically haven't got any free will. If God's got all the power, how can we have any? How can we have free will? So you know, you can't allow God to exist. It's not right. He's got to be destroyed. You've got to cut his head off like a vampire, or put a stake through his heart. And I've got 4 thumbs down for this video, right, and 3 thumbs up. But one of those thumbs up is my own thumbs up, right? So I've got 2 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down. But nobody's left a comment explaining why I'm wrong to say this. You know, so I've got 4 people who think that it's okay to thumb down that video, but they've got no explanation. They haven't got anything to offer, you know, in the way of argument or reason for why they've done it. You know, no one's given any sort of explanation at all. You know, and I just think it's hilarious. And I'm thinking of just leaving that video up anyway because it just shows people how stupid they are, and they know that I think what people have thumbed down the video for is because if they realise deep down that they're fucking stupid, and they don't like that I've pointed it out to them. That's why they give me a thumbs down, and they know they can't leave a comment because anything they say is going to make them look even more stupid, you know, and it will reveal who they are that look stupid. That's why no one's left any explanation. You know, and I defy anyone to leave a comment on that video. I'm going to leave a link to it in this one. I think it's just like the programming. What it is programming. People are programmed to have all this sort of like respect for God. It's sort of like instilled in you. I mean, when I was at school, we had to say the Lord's Prayer every day. You know, when we was at school, and it's like, so there's this sort of like instilled programming that's like makes you have all this so-called respect for God without even knowing why or what God is, or what, you know, without even thinking about the whole concept of a God. You know, you just automatically have all this like respect, and if somebody comes along and is disrespectful to that concept, you automatically sort of like are disgusted and that. But it's learned behaviour. It's not rational thinking. You're not thinking at all. These people are not thinking. So I'm just, what I think I'll have to leave that video up because it demonstrates that people don't think, you know. And to me, if there is a God, the main thing He gave us, the main thing that makes us above the animals, is our brains and our ability to think, you know. And if all these people thumb down my videos obviously don't think, then I just think it's hilarious. You know, that they can thumb down the video, but they can't leave a comment about it. You know, that's like that shows that they're kind of sick and idiots. You know, it's a challenge to think. It's a challenge for people to think, to demonstrate that they're capable of thinking, which to me would put them in the category of human. And if they just thumb down my videos and don't leave a comment, I'm tempted to just take their souls for that. You know, it's like there's 4 souls out there that I could just harvest. Little souls, like little insect souls, you know, but you know, quite sustaining still. Yeah. I don't know. You know, it just seems really funny that, you know, a little concept that's sort of like a little bit outside people's comfort zone, and they just they panic, fucking hit the thumb down button, and they can't think at all. They can't think what, you know. It's bizarre. You know, people imagine that they can think. They imagine that they've got this intelligence, but when it comes to, like, to a practical demonstration, they just flop. They just they can't handle it at all. You know, it's not a new idea either. I got the idea of murdering God out of a book. There's a chapter in one of the I think it's the Illuminatus trilogy, the man that murdered God. So it's like, you know, that came out in the 70s, So it's not like a new idea at all. It's not like I've just come up with this idea. But maybe my logic behind it that might be you know. But then I've heard that as well in other places. You know, people are just dumb. They're plain dumb. So I'm tempted to just leave that video up because it's just it demonstrates how totally stupid and ignorant people are, and how the whole concept of a god is an all-powerful god must necessarily be fake. It can't be correct. You know, I've put it clearly in the video. Why have I only got 2 thumbs up? You know, it's like a really profound bit of wisdom and insight and intellect, and yet I've got 2 thumbs up and 4 thumbs down. That just demonstrates how stupid the human race is in general, as far as I'm concerned.